Hi guys, welcome back to Football Stand, and the Champions League is back. It's the round of 16. It's gonna be amazing. I'm really excited for the round of 16 because let's be real, this time I would say that there is no particular team which you can say is the favorites. If you look at the big teams, PSG, Bayern are playing against each other, Liverpool, Real Madrid are playing against each other, Chelsea are struggling, even Man City are somewhat struggling. You can say that Man City are the kind of favorites because they will always get easier draw, but even Man City are pretty much struggling as well. So because of that, my god, Champions League is like anyone can win it. Let's start with some important games. Let's start with Real Madrid versus Liverpool, right? Real Madrid versus Liverpool, I feel like even though Real Madrid are struggling a lot, when you see that Liverpool squad, I'm confused. What is going on in that squad? That squad is not able to, is able to do anything at all. But also you need to understand this as well. You can see lack of motivation, lack of, intent in the team. But as soon as they step up the pitch on, the Champions League pitch, it's a complete different thing. They are motivated, they want to give their all. So this game is going to be much closer than what are people expecting considering the form of Liverpool. I personally would give it to basically Real Madrid because Real Madrid is going to play at home, right? In the second leg, so that kind of give it a lot of advantage. Also guys, remember, no away goals, so it's advantageous to play at home in the second leg because you can make a comeback then, right? So that's the case as well. I'm going with Real Madrid overall just because of the Liverpool. Even though they won against Everton last night, it just doesn't give me a lot of confidence in Liverpool. Even though they will perform much better in the Champions League, I still cannot trust them, to be honest. But Real Madrid always do it in the Champions League, so I will go for Real Madrid to win the game. Now the other game is BV versus Chelsea. Oh, that is good as well. I personally, you guys know what was my views on Chelsea. I said before the start of the season that if Chelsea finish ahead of United in the Premier League, I will dye my hair blue. All of them were joking about, you are dumb, this and that. Now what? Chelsea, I said that it's going to be a season in which they will realize that they are shit. And let's be real, we have all realized that they are shit. Even after signing so many players, they have not signed any quality players as such. You can say Enzo Fernandez and this and that, but there's no star player after spending 500 million plus, to be honest, right? And I don't know, man. I personally feel like this game is a 50-50 game. I want to give it to BVB, but knowing BVB, how they like to choke, I don't know. I personally would still give it to BVB, but I think it's going to be much closer because Chelsea is one of those teams in which they will get a victory in the Champions League in which they have no business winning. They will play pathetic, but they will get a job done. Where Dortmund is a choker. I always say they are a choker. They play good football, but defensively they always do something mental stuff and concede goals, which basically knock them out. So that is the case, right? Now the next game is gonna be the big game. It's PSG Bayern Munich. Oh my god, what a banger, what a banger. It is a repeat of the finals, of the Champions League. So it's gonna be amazing. This is really amazing. It's basically, but the problem is this. It is PSG without Mbappe and Bayern without Mane. Now I still believe that Mbappe has a bigger impact on PSG that Mane has on Bayern. I feel like Bayern is a well-rounded team, whereas PSG is just a bit more individuals, which they play. Obviously they have insane individuals, but still, I personally prefer Bayern as a rounded team. So when it comes to star power is missing, I think it's going to be beneficial for Bayern Munich, but you need to understand this as well, that this game is going to be, first leg is going to be at the home of PSG, and the second leg is going to be away. So obviously whenever I say home advantage is going to come in the second leg, because again you can make comebacks in that sense. But good thing is Messi is not injured. I mean, he was injured, but he's named in the PSG squad versus Bayern. So because of that, Messi may be playing in the first leg, but I would still give it to basically Bayern. But I think it's a very equal game. I think I'm leaning towards Bayern like 53% and 47% for PSG. I think both of the teams are really, really good. But I would say this as well, both the teams are struggling. PSG are struggling really, really badly, whereas Bayern are struggling, but they are not struggling on that level. Only based on that situation, I'm going with basically Bayern Munich. But the thing is, Mbappe is going to come in the second leg. And I don't know, man. I have a feeling that Mbappe is going to show the world once again why he is the best player in the world. Why he's the best, next in the line after Messi and Ronaldo, man. She's going to show it. So I have a feeling that PSG may win it, but I would still say Bayern win it because everything, every fact say Bayern, but they're feeling that Mbappe may do the damage, to be honest, right? That's what I feel like. Now, another game is Club Brugge versus Benfica. Club Brugge versus Benfica is pretty amazing. Let's be real, man. It's pretty great, you know. Both of them are basically kinda, you know, teams which nobody expected they would come, but they did, and they have been really amazing. Even though Club Brugge have done amazingly well, I think the experience of Benfica will prevail, and I think Benfica will win it in that game. Now, the RB Leipzig versus Man City game. I said it earlier, but Man City kinda are the favorites. But if you look at them play, it's kind of weird, you know. You look at Man City, and who is the goal scorer? It's Haaland. If you make sure that Haaland is not included in the play, there's no goals coming from Man City. Like, United won against Man City by making sure that Haaland was not that impactful. And same way, Man City lost to basically, you know, Tottenham by making sure Haaland was not impactful, because Haaland had 0 touches in the opposition box in that game as well. So if you make sure that Haaland is not impactful, the Man City team struggle to score, which if RB Leipzig is able to do it, it would be great. But at the end of the day, I still believe that Haaland and the quality of Man City will prevail, and obviously the lucky draws that they will get, they are the favorites to win the Champions League, to be honest. Let's be real. AC Milan versus Tottenham is going to be a banger, and I'm going to favor the Tottenham. I want to favor Tottenham. I'm going to be honest, this is more like, you know, Premier League bias, but I still believe that Tottenham have the quality. And they do have the quality, and I think they can easily beat AC Milan if they actually step it up. If they obviously want to fumble the bag, then it's a different thing. But I actually believe that Tottenham can win that game, man. Should win that game as well. Napoli versus Frankfurt. Napoli, if you look at Napoli in terms of form, in terms of everything, they should be the favorites. Obviously, they don't have the quality in a sense that, like, they do have the quality in pitch. But when it comes to, you know, big games like Champions League and this and that, it's the experience that is very, very important. It is the experience that you may play pathetic, but you have to find a way to win go to the next stage. And that's why, even though I think Napoli will win this round of 16, I think them winning the whole thing, even though they are the best form in the Champions League right now, they cannot do it, because again, it's the experience that they are lacking. Right, in the Inter Milan versus Porto, I'm gonna, you know, underestimate Porto once again. I did underestimate them earlier, but I'm gonna say, you know, Inter Milan, I would say that they have much quality, and I think Inter Milan will win it as well. You know, Inter Milan, I have more experience as well. Like I said, big stage, it's about the experience, you know. But I do believe that game is going to be very close. So that is my prediction. I think favorites are basically Man City's, but I think if Bayern or PSG, you know, win it, you know, the winner of that will kind of be favorites as well. And same for Liverpool, Real Madrid. My God, we have some insane games. We have last year finals in Liverpool, Real Madrid. We have finals of 2020 in PSG versus Bayern Munich. We have so many big games in this round of 16 only. The only thing is, I feel like sadly in this round of 16, in this Champions League, not a single team is in perfect form. All the big teams are a bit iffy right now. I do watch along for the Champions League, so if you're gonna hop in and basically be a part of the watch along, it would be amazing as well. And I'll see you for the watch along, guys. Bye guys, and take care.